3 animals, 3 impossible rescues. One video that will change how you see the ocean forever. The first one, a team had 4 minutes before a whale's lungs collapsed. The second, a dolphin stranded on rocks while a storm was coming. The third, I'm not even going to tell you, because what happened broke the entire rescue crew. I'm going to show you all 3. And by the end, you'll understand why these people risk their lives every single day. Let's start with the one that almost didn't happen at all. March 14th, 6:42 a.m. A fishing boat spots something massive floating near the surface. At first they thought it was dead, a 45-foot humpback whale completely wrapped in fishing nets. But then, they saw her breathe. Barely. One small exhale every 30 seconds he was alive. The fishing crew called the Coast Guard. The Coast Guard called Marine Guardians. And that's when they got the news that changed everything. A marine biologist on the call said something terrifying. Based on her breathing pattern, her lungs are compressing. You have maybe 4 minutes once you reach her. After that, she drowns. The rescue team was 15 minutes away. Do the math. By the time they arrived, they'd have less than 4 minutes to cut through over 200 pounds of tangled commercial fishing net. They made it in 11 minutes, breaking every speed limit on the water. When they arrived, she had stopped breathing. Most teams would call time of death. These guys jumped in anyway. If there's even a 1% chance, we take it. Those were the captain's exact words. First cut, nothing. Second cut, nothing. Third cut, and then her tail moved. Just a twitch. Whether it wasn't off, she was still fighting. 47 cuts later, she broke free, and her first breath. You could hear it from 100 meters away. She screamed back to life. She circled the boat 3 times, like she was saying thank you. Then she disappeared into the Pacific. But here's the thing. That rescue, as incredible as it was, it's not the one that made me lose sleep. This next one involves a dolphin, a Category 2 storm, and a decision that could have killed the entire rescue team. September 8th, hurricane season. A Category storm was 6 hours away from the Florida coast. Everyone was evacuating except one person. A fisherman who refused to leave without checking the coastline. What he found: a juvenile bottlenose dolphin, stranded on rocks, bleeding, waves crashing over her every few seconds. The fisherman called for help. Every rescue team said the same thing. We can't. The storm is too close. It's too dangerous. Every team except one, a group called Apex Alliance. 3 volunteers with a pickup truck and a stretcher. No boat, no backup, no time. They had 1 hour before the storm made the roads impassable. 1 hour to reach her, carry her to safety, and get out alive. When they arrived, it was worse than they imagined. She was wedged between 2 rocks. The tide was rising, and she had stopped clicking. Dolphins communicate through clicks. When they stop, it usually means they've given up. But one of the volunteers did something unexpected. She started playing dolphin sounds from her phone, sounds of other dolphins, pod calls, and this little fighter, she clicked back. It took 20 minutes to free her from the rocks. They carried her 400 meters to a transport tank in the truck bed. The drive to the rehabilitation center should have taken 45 minutes. They made it in 22. The storm hit the coast 15 minutes later. 3 weeks later, she was released back into the ocean, fully healed. And that fisherman who found her, he was there for the release, crying like a baby. 2 rescues, 2 miracles. But I saved the hardest one for last, because this next one, it didn't start as a rescue, it started as a funeral. And what happened, nobody could explain. November 22nd, a rescue team in Costa Rica got a call about a sea turtle washed up on shore. When they arrived, there was no pulse. The turtle had been tangled in a ghost net for so long that plastic had grown into her skin. She had swallowed over 2 pounds of microplastics by every medical measure. She was gone. The team lead, a woman named Maria who had done this for 15 years, made the call. We're too late. Let's give her a proper burial. They wrapped her in a cloth and started carrying her up the beach. And then, one of the volunteers screamed. The turtle's flipper moved. Just barely, but it moved. She wasn't dead. She was in shock. Her body had shut down to survive. What happened next was 6 hours of surgery, removing plastic piece by piece, rehydrating her body, fighting for a life that everyone had already given up on. They named her Milagro. It means miracle in Spanish. And 4 months later, she swam back into the ocean, healthy, strong, tracked by satellite. And last month, she laid 112 eggs on the same beach where they almost buried her. The team that almost gave up. They now protect that beach every single night during nesting season. Because of one turtle they almost lost. 3 rescues. 3 animals who should have died. 3 teams who refused to quit. This is happening every single day. In oceans you'll never see, by heroes you'll never meet. Unless you share their stories. If this video made you feel something, subscribe. Because next week, I'm showing you the 5 most dangerous rescues ever attempted. And if you think you could handle what these teams do, watch this video next.